Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Thank you for clicking here. I am going to start with two oracle decks. So we're going to start with the Energy Oracle and the Divine Energy Oracle. So we're going to get that for the energy, the beginning of your reading, and then we'll read from there. Aries, I hope you are well. Thank you for clicking here if you're brand new. I hope you will stay. Once you see this high vibe and tribe, you're probably going to want to stay. Get up all in the comments. You'll see it. You will see them there. Here we go, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. My Aries, what's coming up for you in the week ahead? If you want to know what's up for this week, you will go to the sneak peek for this week. And I believe I've posted it already, so here we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries, if you're interested in a private reading, please go down below in the description and look for the yellow dot. And that is the link to Wizio. My readings there begin at $40. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries. Ooh, patience. Look at you. All right, so the bottom of the deck shows me victory. There is victory in patience, absolutely. Now, you know, fight me in the comments, Aries, but I don't think you're the most patient. I don't think you're the most patient. You're usually running towards the fire. You're always taking action. Any of the Aries I know are on the move. Go, go, go. So I feel like this is something that you might be learning right now, because as I've been reading for Aries, there is something that you do want to run toward, but you must be patient. You're waiting. And although I'm not sure why you're waiting, it's different for all of you. You have a different set of circumstances and are all on a different timeline. I feel like this reminds me of the card of Temperance. Yeah, so you could have something to do with a Sagittarius, or you have Sagittarius in your chart, or maybe they do. I feel like there is a circumstance or situation that you're in right now, Aries, that is requiring you to practice patience. And that might be a lesson that you haven't learned yet. And that's usually the reason why we get lessons, is because we haven't learned them yet, right? That's why sometimes you say, why does this always happen to me? The same circumstances repeat themselves when you don't get the lesson. So when you say to the universe, hey, can I please have some patience down here? They're going to send you situations in which you have to learn to be patient. It's not going to be given to you like the fairy godmother. Sorry, you got to do the work. Here we go with the Divine Energy Oracle. One card for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. All right, just peeking out. Reflect on your truth. Interesting. Bottom of the deck says reach for the stars. So I feel like you are actually still going forward toward that thing that I feel you've been chasing. Whatever that is for you, it's going to be different for everybody. Put these down here just a little bit. You can see them. Almost. And the table space is all. There we go. So yeah, I feel like it's time for you to slow down and reflect on what your truth is. Who are you? What is your truth? Who are you? Who are you actually? Not when other people are around, not when something's at stake, not when there's a panic. Who really are you? Yeah, when you're by yourself, when you're with yourself at night, who are you? All right. Let's take a look at some tarot. Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I get that energy if I gotta go, yeah. It's like something is pressing. It's almost as if you feel like the same feeling you have when you're getting ready to run out the door, for those of you who catch the train or the bus or whatever vehicle it is that's community travel, and you're almost going to miss that if you do not leave right now. That's the feeling I have in the pit of my gut. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, give us some tarot. What is going on with this? Patience and truth. Reflecting on your truth. All right. And Sun is on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Why is it in the reverse, dear King? We've got the King of Wands here. We've got the Nine of Cups, and we've got the Three of Wands. So somebody really needs to go. Somebody's got their toes off the edge. The decision has been made. the wand in the hand, the decision about whether or not you're going in for the passion, I think is the answer right there. I feel like you're going to take action. You're going to take flight. It's time for you to go. You're flying free. And you're flying away from the pack, which means you're the leader, which of course is you, right? Absolutely. The Two of Cups is in the reverse. So I feel, Aries, that you are either unsure about the feelings that you have for someone, or for some of you, these two cups have poured out. You were in a relationship and that relationship did not survive. And I'm sorry if that's you. It's never fun to go through those things, those what do I want to say? Those transformative moments. Sorry, couldn't get the word out. So I have a feeling that you're at a loss for words here. You don't know why this went bad so quickly, and it feels like it went quickly. That may be why you're needing to learn patience. I feel as though you are still thinking about your Nine of Cups. You know, the king has his back turned to the Nine of Cups. Either the king feels that he no longer is deserving, or that it's not in the future. But the thing is, I feel like the king just needs to turn around. So maybe you need a different perspective. Maybe you need to turn away from whatever this is, because I think you've got your eye on the Two of Cups in reverse, because there's no longer love here. And I feel like you're kind of, lamenting for that love. Like, I think, though, that you are grieving it, but I think you're grieving this love for what it was in the beginning. Understand that a lot of us sometimes stay in a relationship because of the memories we have of the beginning. But if it's gone south, it's gone south. And that's the deal. Truth is, there's some great things in the future. We've got the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So we do have the King of Wands, who is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. The king is being taught patience. There may be something holding the king back. And I feel that he's in reflection right now, he or she. I mean, that can represent feminine or masculine. We're not reading the meat suit, right? And if you are the feminine, you are someone that it's all on you. You're carrying the whole thing. You may not have a mate, or you may have been in a marriage where you were everything and the other person did what they wanted. Yeah, I think that's how it feels for the king here. But the king still dreams of the Nine of Cups. He's just not focused on it right now. Got the Eight of Cups, y'all. If you haven't been here before, the Eight of Cups for me is the boomerang. That's what it is. It's like somebody walked away and now they're coming back. This king is very focused on the loss of this love. Maybe he's going to take another run at it. Just saying. Are you, Aries? Are you taking another run at it? We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And, sorry, the King of Swords in reverse. So when the King of Swords is in reverse, it's kind of in the mode of off with your head, you know. The king is being illogical, is subject to outbursts of anger and sharp words. And I feel as though that's how this thing ended. We do have two masculine energies here, predominantly masculine, but it doesn't matter, right? The meat suit really doesn't matter. What matters is where your energy falls. Are you masculine or are you feminine? You'll know that right away. Maybe you're a little of both. I mean, we all are both. It just depends where we lean, right? The family broke down. That's what it was. Yeah, there's the 8 and the 2, and they're both in the reverse, which is the 10. So there's no more love here. There's no more love left here. Not enough to keep this family growing, and so it pulled apart. And I think it was large in part due to harsh words, sharp words. Yeah, it's kind of when the king is in reverse, he's not really using the book smarts that he's had over the years, or he's not really referring to lessons learned in the past. He's kind of full of ego and is trying to use, thank you, Charlie. Charlie just said, using his words to slay you. Yeah. Keeping you back by fighting you with the sword. So we could have two kings here. We could have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Take it as it resonates. Do you have two kings? I feel like if it is two kings, I feel like possibly you may have felt as though the King of Swords was your person until things went sideways. And things may have gone sideways in the Five of Swords. You know, the Five of Swords is for fighting, fighting for something. I feel like really the only thing that this king is fighting for is freedom, honestly. And, you know, it almost feels like, because we're in an Aries reading, it could be pre-Emperor energy. We might see more kings come out here, but I feel as though that there are, when you're feeling good, Aries, you're on your game, right? You're the king, taking action, getting tasks done, running toward the fire, taking care of whatever has to be done in the kingdom. When you are off your game, you may be the King of Swords. Yeah. And I feel like the Nine of Cups represents what you want and what you think you can't have. I also feel as though, because the Five of Swords has showed up here touching the Nine of Cups, that I feel like you're ready to fight for the Nine of Cups now. And I think you have to leave wherever it is that you are to go somewhere else. So moving house, possibly. We've got the Page of Pentacles, yeah. I think that you saw that this thing was over. This 10 of Cups was over. We've got the 8 and the 2 is 10, right? You saw that this was over, and I feel as though you're about to fight for this new beginning here. This page is looking this way. This page is looking here. So I feel like the page is looking up for a reason, because we're looking at, it's time to go. I'm waiting for the ships to come in. I'm waiting to tie up loose ends here, but I want to go. And I'm going to fight for the Nine of Cups. I feel like that's what's beginning in this Page of Pentacles here. This is something I feel the king has been dreaming about and is now breathing life into 3D. Yeah, into this life. Page of Cups. But the thing is that somebody already offered you the cup, dear king, and you turned it down. Someone already offered you more than one cup here, but you turned it down. And I think that's why you might be doubling back. The boomerang, right? 8 of Cups in the reverse. We have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so now I see why King of Swords is on his head. Y'all, when the kings are in the reverse, they're not always just in it for themselves. These are energies of people who have feelings like you. And if something goes wrong in the king's life, he's allowed to be upset about it. He's not allowed to take it out on people. That's not cool. But, you know, you will get into the reverse king energy where you're not using your smarts. You're not using your words. Maybe it's silent treatment as well. I feel like, okay, Charlie's talking really fast. Give me a sec. Okay, so this king, which is in the upright, Charlie is saying this is the king. This is the King Aries here. So we've got the king here, or if you're a queen, and it could be all on you. You could be doing the whole damn thing yourself. I feel like what's happened here is this king was offered a cup by someone and decided to give them the silent treatment, to block them, to, you know, ghost them, to just not say anything. So this cup was offered, and this king went into silent mode, stopped speaking. So there was no reciprocity here at all. So, I mean, if this is you, Aries, you have had no contact with this other person who had offered you the cup, whoever they are. They could be a Leo. Got the card of Strength here in the reverse. But though my feeling when I look at this at the Strength card in reverse, you know, to me it's like no strength. You know, you're cowardly. You don't have the strength. But that's not how I feel it. How I see it and how I feel it are two different things. What I feel is you go inward. You pull that strength inward. Now you need the inner strength to be able to fight for the Nine of Cups, because you know that something was offered here and you walked away from it. Yeah. But now you want to try it again. You want to start. you don't know how to go about it, and it makes sense, right? You don't know how to move forward. You've never been in this situation before. You're completely unsure about what to do next. It's like you're a kid again. Page, right? The pages are learning. They're like teenagers, and maybe, you know, into the early 20s. Same thing, right? There's a space and time in there where you're still kind of acting teenager-like. And I feel like this is a small offer. Shh, really? Okay. All right then. Okay, so we've got the Emperor. So yeah, I was talking pre-Emperor energy. So I feel that we are speaking to an Emperor who gave someone the silent treatment. Now, understand that from what I see here, you were not the Emperor. You were not in the Emperor's energy when you refused the cup of love and gave no reciprocity. I feel as though you have probably come through some sort of an ascension that has brought you to this Emperor energy, or you're the person that, like I said, it's all on you, whether you're feminine or masculine. Okay. You know you broke their heart. It's time to make right. So I feel there are things going on here. Oof, okay. There are things going on here that need to be straightened out, and it's going to start with communication. Yeah. You love this person. Look at that. This is your intended. You know who they are. They could be Gemini. They don't have to be. But you know who you're communicating with, Aries. This person gives you balance, or you need justice in the situation, because you know that this person looks like the person who is going to be yours for a very long time, until the end of time. The Ten of Pentacles is abundance. It can come at you in money, absolutely. You could have riches beyond belief. But I believe what is more important to the Emperor than money, and an over, like a sloppy overabundance of money. That's what this is to me. You know, I feel like it's a lot of pentacles, more than you know what to do with, more than you can even share. And I feel like the Emperor here knows this, that you are worth more than this. Yeah, I'm talking to you, cross-watcher. Secrets are about to come out. There we go. Secrets are coming out. So I feel like, yeah, whatever was in the darkness, I feel like you, Aries, were in a dark place. And I feel as though that's why you could not reach out to this person, because I feel like you do. Here's the plan, right? Toes are on the edge. You're going to fight for it now. Right here, you're going to fight for the Nine of Cups. Toes are off the edge. You're gaining inner strength. You know this is going to work in your favor. Well, the universe is telling you it will, because everything is brighter under the sun, and everything grows under the sun. Yeah. Personally, professionally, spiritually. Yeah. For sure. Everything grows under the sun. Now, I feel like what is coming to light is going to be coming from you. I feel like you're the one that's making the communication to speak with another. And I feel like what you're going to tell them is all the things that were in the moon energy. Yeah, the things you were hiding. Because I feel as though it's time to come clean. That's what I feel. It's time to come clean. And with the sun and the moon here, I don't think that you meant for it to go down like this. I don't think you did. The sun is here, and I feel like you make as many decisions as you can make for the situation. And you know, sometimes the Emperor has to make the hardest choice, because the empire is on the Emperor, right? The king runs a kingdom, yes, but all the kings and queens report to the Emperor. The Emperor has to make the final decision, and the Emperor has a lot on them. So whether you're feminine or masculine, if you're holding all the balls in the air, that's you. Yeah, you're qualifying for sure. Let's clarify just a little bit here. So I feel like you're going to come clean, and it's going to be the best thing you've ever done for your life. And so says the sun. You will then continue to grow and prosper. I feel like wrongs are going to be righted. I feel like this broke your heart as much as it broke the heart of the other. Who is the other? The other could be a Leo. Sun. Feeling it here. What is this? What is this? It is like, it's so bright. It's like, okay, what Charlie shows me, I'm clairvoyant, so Charlie is my main angel, and he usually will be here during readings, and what he's showing me is I'm standing in front of a vehicle at night, and the lights are in my eyes. Yeah. So I can't really see what things are going to come in the future, but I know it's bright. Yeah, and I feel like the darkness and the light are giving that to me. I feel like you're in a dark place and you're keeping your eye on the light. That's what it is. Okay. So you feel like you're in a dark place and you've got one light. It might be a Leo who is your person. Yeah. Or your person could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, because I've got on the bottom of the deck there, I've got that 8 of Wands, which is significant. Your person could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah. Your person could be same sex, doesn't have to be. But we do have 2 kings on the board and an emperor. So whatever that represents to you. So we have temperance. So I feel like what's going on here is that the sun is going to be so bright that it's going to give you balance. The sun is going to shine on you and shine on the moment. You're going to know when it's the exact right moment to go. And it's going to be when this strength is upright. When you've tamed the lion within, when you've decided that you're going to go forward and you're going to be accountable for anything, all of this stuff here, blocking, silent treatment, all that stuff. When you decide you're going to be accountable, I believe that the universe sends you temperance. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I feel like you have had a financial impact, and this has been, you've had a rough go of it. I feel like you've been through something which has made you single, and the 9 of Pentacles being in the reverse tells me that maybe you're separated, not yet divorced. So possibly, yeah. And I feel like you've had a financial impact here, but I don't think it's not permanent. It is temporary because the sun is here, and so is temperance. Temperance is a yes. Temperance is, it's going to be fine. It's going to be balanced. Here's the moment of alchemy. All things are perfect. It's time to move. This Emperor, Aries, you've been going through tower after tower after tower. Whew. If anyone should be the leader, it's Aries. You do carry it all. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Tell me more about this tower, please. The Emperor experiences a tower and, yeah, decides that gotta come clean. Because there was no reciprocity in love. And that's the secret that's coming out. This Emperor's coming clean with the person that in the past he'd had the unrequited love for. And don't understand that I don't feel as though he did it for any nefarious reason. I don't think he did it because he was mean or angry. I feel he was married. And that's the reason why. And if that's not nobility, I don't know what is. You know what? There's a lot of masculines that'll come at you barely out of a relationship to get what they can get. But the Emperor has nobility in the upright. The Emperor is noble. And he is willing to risk his life to get the things that he needs. I feel like it was a shakedown for the Emperor. He realized there was no reciprocity and that the cup that was offered to him up here, he should have taken it. He took a wrong turn. He's unsure now. Is there feelings here? Are there feelings? And then he goes back into the King of Wands in reverse, sort of inwardly, not really talking with anybody, being self kind of reflecting. But, you know, because you don't want to show anyone that you're hurt, because the King of Wands in the reverse is hurt. You don't want to show anyone you're hurt. And so you begin to live from ego. Yeah, it's all about your possessions and things and material things that you're adding to your life when really all you want is this. And I feel as though that your finances have had a significant impact. Yeah, because of a marriage and a family. A marriage and a family that is no longer. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I hate that energy. So you decide, you know what? Time to stop feeling overwhelmed. Got to get out of my feelings. And I need to pick one. And you do. You picked one. Yep. But you think you're going to get what for? And you're unsure if things can begin again here because you did miss the cup the first time. Are you going to miss it the second time? I guess that's up to you. And honestly, I don't think I have any more to say about this reading, and it feels like a final answer. Yep, that's the final answer. The Emperor got hit by the Tower. It's now time to try and turn these cards that are in reverse in the upright. It's time to be yourself. It's time to give reciprocity, and it's time to get yourself back on the horse and moving. Because I feel like what's happening is it's the boomerang. There you go. The person you walked away from is the person you're going back to. It's right here. The universe says, I said what I said. Yeah, it's the boomerang. That's all we need to know. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Aries, for coming here and clicking here. If you are interested in a personal reading, please go down below in the description and look for the yellow dot. That'll take you to Wizio, where readings begin at $40. Thank you so much for coming here. I love you, and I'm going to go for now. See you next week.